In our last live stream this time, we went live on Sunday night while price was moving up very aggressively and every single person was extremely bullish. However, what we did, again live in the time, was give you two very important resistance levels. The first one, as you can see, was this anchored VWAP, which was being tapped live at the time, but the second one was $95,900. And what I said at the time was that personally I did not want to short the anchored VWAP just yet because I didn't see any 15-minute imbalances at the highs. But I did want to update you on the Discord in case we did see imbalances, and as you can see right there, I did want to see the fill of the early imbalances all the way down towards $85,000 pretty much. And well, guess what happened if we go over to the Discord? We moved back up into the VWAP, so right there, with imbalances at the highs, and I did update you as promised. We did see imbalances starting to appear, but unfortunately, personally, I still wanted to see $95,900 because this was the setup that I was waiting for. The sweep of the highs, imbalances much higher, trap more longs, and then get a bigger reversal to the downside. But even though this did not happen, as you can see, we were ready for the drop and it did happen exactly as expected, while every single person was extremely bullish. So with all of that said, well, first of all, I hope that you guys enjoyed the live stream. We'll start to do much more of them. But right now, what do we expect next on the charts? As usual, I'll keep it very simple. And first of all, actually what happened on this low, because our last YouTube update was done somewhere over there, if you remember, we had one big target, $80,500. It got hit, we got the reversal, and we did also predict this reversal, which was right there. As you can see, we had the drop, we had the CME gap around $77,000, and I wanted to see a reversal to the upside before filling that CME gap because, as I was saying, it was a very crowded trade. So all in all, that's what happened on our side. We wanted to see the reversal before the fill of the CME gap, which we did get. We had one major target, 80,500, which was hit. And to the upside, we had two resistances, the anchored VWAP, $95,900. We wanted to see the fill of the early imbalances, and we did get it. So right now, should you expect much lower prices and a breakback below this low, or could Bitcoin still offer a nice bounce to the upside? And that's of course what I want to talk about in this update. As usual, I'll keep it very simple. Below us, I just see one support level, and this one is going to be extremely important. I'll explain why in a bit, but it's going to be this 15-minute imbalance if I mark it out, $82,000. So if I go back on the hourly chart, just like up there, I wanted to see a 15-minute imbalance. This time I want to see an hourly imbalance. And as you can see, in this latter drop, we haven't had any hourly imbalances. So personally, what I'm looking for is at least one more drop into our support, again $82,000. And if I see an hourly imbalance and this hold as support, then this could offer a very nice long position for a small bounce at first, maybe towards the daily open, but then I would look for much higher in the charts in case Bitcoin starts to reclaim important level. So that's the only support level that I'm looking at below us, $82,000. I want to see a drop and I need to see early imbalances in order to open a long position. And that's the only thing that I'm looking at to the downside. So with this in mind, the reason that this support is so important is because if I go on the weekly, since that's my only support level, if we do lose it, I would expect the fill of this weekly imbalance, so a drop towards $69,000. So again, if we drop and we lose $82,000, expect the fill of the weekly imbalance all the way down towards $69,000, and maybe this could offer a small bounce before a continuation lower in the charts. That's why again, $82,000 is going to be a crucial level. So back on the lower time frames, what levels do we have above us? And for the resistances, unfortunately, I don't see any extremely strong resistances. So what I would do is simply mark out the open of this candle. I opened this by mistake. So again, the open of this candle, $87,000. I think that this would be a nice target for the long position in case we do get it. And this would pair up nicely with an idea of taking out the liquidity above this high and then reversing to the downside. So this would be the first resistance I would look at, $87,000. But then the second one, which is going to be very important, not so much as a resistance, but more context-wise, and this would be of course this imbalance $90,200. And if price is able again to bounce, break above $87,000, but also break above $90,200, then at this point of course we could expect a squeeze higher and a break back above these highs, and I would still like a test of $95,800. But of course, if we do get a reaction at this level, then this could offer another short position for a drop lower in the charts. And with all of that said, that was mainly it for this update. So quick recap to the downside, I'm just interested in one support level, $82,000. I would like to see one more drop. I want to see a 1 hour imbalance, and if this support holds, then it could offer a very nice bounce to the upside. The first target would be $87,000, which could still offer a rejection, but then if we break above it, I would like to see a move towards $90,200, which could of course also offer rejection, but then if we break above it, then we can expect much higher prices. So as usual, if you guys enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.